Thank you. Please remain standing as we listen to as we sing along to the Star Spangled Banner. Graduation ceremony for the students, the first class of Helen Thackston Charter School. We'd like to begin by giving recognition of our guests. First, to our Honorable Mayor, Tim C. Bracey. Representative Kevin Schreiber. Commissioner Mr. Nixon. City Council, I apologize. I'm forecasting for you. We also like to acknowledge our esteemed Board of Directors, our President, Ms. Danielle Newman, Mr. Gregory Ford, Mr. Frank Hawkins, Ms. Paulette Hawkins, Ms. Lisa Kennedy, Ms. Paula March, and last but not least, Ms. Dorothy Sweeney. We'd like to also acknowledge our Executive Director, Mr. Oscar Rossum Sr., the CEO of Edison, Mr. Thomas Jackson, our keynote speaker, our Academy Director, Ms. Denise Butts, and my co-presenter today, because he was the principal last year. So we're appreciative that he's here with me today, Mr. Leonard Hart. At this time, I'd like to bring Ms. Danielle Newman to the podium so she can give us our welcome address.
Can everyone hear me? Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Okay. Distinguished guests, trustees, graduates and their families, and faculty and staff and friends. On behalf of everyone at Helen Thackston Charter School, I am pleased to welcome you to our 2015 commencement ceremony. Most especially welcome and congratulate our graduates. This is a wonderful moment of celebration for everyone for today, but above all, for you, our graduates. Through your talent, hard work, and accomplishments, and determination, you have earned this day of recognition, reflection, and celebration. This is Take a deep breath, look around you at your friends and family, and enjoy every minute of this special celebration. Thank you. I wish you all well, and congratulations.
Right. You ready, graduates? Okay. We'd like to begin with honoring our salutatorians. Our salutatorians are there's a tie this year, and they are the 2 students who had the second highest GPA. We'd like to bring to the stage Ms. Samantha Banks Jenneret and Mr. Daniel Felix.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor Grayson, family, friends, and all dignitaries present today for this historical occasion.
My fellow classmates, we made it. This percentage of our journey is finally over. We may have had some bumps and bruises, but from times like when we lost our fellow student, Siobhan Williams, on October 18, 2014, and my cousin, Gus Briggs, on September 8, 2014, but we survived.
Although we have survived, it is not the end. We've only just closed the first chapter of our book called Life. Tomorrow begins our transition into adulthood. So no more free meals, no more parents waking us up, and no more free rides.
There are times when I just sit and think about how many teachers have come into contact with over the years. There were some that stood by our side and others that moved on from Helen Thackston. And we would like to personally thank them for all the support and being a big part of shaping us into the young adults we are today.
Our message today is don't be satisfied. We are leaving here today as the first graduating class of Helen Thackston Charter School. I am proud of us all for making it this far. However, this isn't the end. Challenges will appear as we pursue our dreams. Sacrifices will be made. Hard work will be distributed.
Before we close, we would like to thank all our family that has supported us throughout our lives. We love you. And to my fellow graduates, we've reached one goal by earning our high school diploma. We know this is a long journey, but don't be satisfied.
Pursue your dreams and become delighted.
Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker for this afternoon. Mr. Tom Jackson is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Edison Learning. Edison Learning is a leading international educational service provider with nearly a generation of experience creating effective and sustainable solutions to raise student achievement. He is among the small segment of unique business leaders who are able to build relationships, trust, and rapport. That in turn resulted in a solid partnership and alliances. This quality was best exemplified in 2014 when he brokered the acquisition and directed the restructuring of the Edison Company. Tom initially joined Edison Learning as a general counsel and later assumed the role of chief operator and legal officer. Throughout, he has served in critical leadership roles, developing, articulating, and executing the company's growth and implementation strategies. Tom's leadership has deepened the community's focus on growth and operational excellence, ensuring that the domestic field operations are implemented with fidelity to the company's 5-strand design. He successfully retooled the company's enrollment functions, building and implementing an effective and efficient account management model. And he also developed a coherent communications and social media strategy. Before joining Edison, Tom held various leadership positions at international and Fortune 100 companies. As the Chief Legal Officer at Gab Robbins Group of Companies, a private equity portfolio company with operations in over 50 countries. Tom led international acquisition teams and negotiated complex financial instruments in excess of $400 million. Tom has served 3 New Jersey governors, including leading a budget task force of New Jersey business leaders and established Governor Richard Cody to streamline New Jersey's $30 billion budget, serving on the budget transition team for Governor John Crozone. In 2007, Tom was appointed to serve as the inaugural chairman of the Board of Directors of New Jersey's largest charity care hospital. Tom received his undergraduate degree in political science at DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana, with an emphasis on economics and international relations. He received his Juris Doctor's degree from the University of Cincinnati College of Law. Coming to the stage to give us our keynote address, please welcome Mr. Tom Jackson.
Thank you for that fine introduction, and good afternoon, class of 2015. It is a special day for the graduates, for their family and teachers and the staff of this wonderful school. It's also a historic day for 36 young people receiving diplomas today, and they represent the first graduating class of Helen Thackston Charter School. In fact, parents, I ask that you stand with me right now, and let's just give them a warm graduating welcome. You got here on the shoulders of the giants who are standing behind you. I ask you now to stand and thank them for their support that got you here. Before I begin my remarks in earnest, I also want to stop and thank someone who is always there for me, and whenever I need to hit the road and go and speak or work through any kind of challenge, she's always there. My fiancée, Beverly Baker. Beverly, stand please with your daughter, Lizette. In 29 days, Beverly's going to make an honest man of me, and it's our wedding day, and I'm looking very much forward to it. While each of you graduates represent a sense of pride and accomplishment, you also represent the culmination of a dream started nearly 20 years ago by dedicated individuals who, out of mutual responsibility and commitment, sought to do what they could to provide the children of York a community of quality education. Many of those individuals are here this afternoon, and I am honored to know them. You know them as your teachers, the staff, the board, and the folks who contribute daily. I know them as partners, people who are committed to the struggle of ensuring that the future of our young people is stronger than ever. And so, to the board, to the teachers, to all of you on the stage, I say thank you for your tireless commitment that has brought this class. Thank you very much. It was once said that the greater danger lies not in setting our aims too high and falling short, but in setting our aims too low and achieving the mark. Those who committed themselves to the creation of this school set their aim high and achieved their mark. The example they set is something all of the graduates should follow. Above all else, this ceremony celebrates success. A success that was once described best by a foremost African-American leader and educator of the 19th and early 20th century, who was born a slave, Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington said, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, as by the obstacles which one has overcome while trying to succeed." I know that sitting here in your caps and gowns, you are filled with a mixture of emotions. The sense of accomplishment and a sense of relief. Excitement at what lies ahead and the concerns about what life might bring. I know about these mixed emotions, for as I sat here in your seats in the class of 1978 at graduation from Garfield High School in Hamilton, Ohio, I had no way of knowing that someday I would have the blessed opportunity to speak with you on your graduation day. It's amazing to me that that was 37 years ago, and how fast 37 years have gone. In fact, I'm going to ask, if you are less than 40 years old, would you just stand? Less than. I don't mean. Not less than 40 at heart. You can say. When I graduated high school, those who were 37, you were just being born. When I graduated from high school, the typewriter, the IBM Selectric, was the baddest piece of technology out there. When I graduated from high school, Stevie Wonder's album, yes I said album, not CD, not digital. Stevie Wonder's album and the songs in the key of life was still ranging the charts. We were boogieing down, and we thought, thank you very much, that's exactly what it's talks to. And we thought that we had it all, that it just couldn't get any better. We had no idea what was to come, and I ask you to do what we didn't do. I ask you to dream bigger. Dream bigger. The next 7 years of your life will probably be the most important years. They will move like a flash in a pan. My question to you is, what is your dream? I loved how the salutatorians challenged us to dream. It is what we must do. I saw a wonderful saying on a t-shirt that said, Black Lives Matter. But your life matters. So in my message today, I hope that what you'll take away from it is the thing to do is not to sit here and think that today is the end, but to remember that today is the beginning. It is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. It is a time when you can dream, any dream, and make it come true. Oh yeah, there will be people who will try to destroy your dream. Don't let them. When you hear them speak of how your dream is impossible, know that it means that your dream is entirely possible. When you hear them say that it is too hard, I want you to rear your back and say, I will try harder. Life is all about climbing up wonderful stairs into a wonderful journey. It will be rough at times, but it will be miraculous at times as well. When I sat in your chair, I was a student who had grown up in public housing, grown up with a mother who had had children by 3 different fathers, none of whom were in the home. My meals came from school. I had no idea how I would pay for college. I had no idea that God had a plan for my life. I had no idea that I would study in Europe, that I would would study at Oxford, that I would study in Yugoslavia. I had no idea that I would work on mergers and acquisitions that would create United Healthcare. I had no idea sitting in that chair. And yet, yes, I want you to dream bigger than I dream. Because I believe that in this audience is a person who's going to cure cancer. I believe that in this audience is a person who's going to lead this state and this country, and yet this world, to a new reality. I believe that in this audience is our next Bill Gates, is our next entrepreneur that will rewrite the American economy. I believe that. And if you believe it too, the class of 2015, you are ready. Thank you.
We're going to continue with our program. At this time, it gives me honor and pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2015, Ms. Demasha Spates.
Especially my classmates. I am humbled and honored to be the valedictorian of this class. I would like to give a shout out to the first graduating class, 2015. You made it. I still can't believe that some of you made it because you've been through a lot of things this year. And y'all must have been studying. I've been praying more than you were studying. Let me just say that I'm thankful to be here. I want to thank all my friends and family, which are my support system. And importantly, I want to thank God. Isn't He amazing? Did you ever think that if Mary had a girl, what her name would have been? Well, I did a little research, and it helped me discover that Mary would have had a girl named Demasha Spates. Isn't that a coincidence? So after finding that out, I decided that I no longer wanted to do a speech. I opted to give you a sermon on this fine Saturday. This story took place in the book of Demasha, chapter 1, and we will start at verse 1. Please listen along as the story about a child with fortitude. Classmates, when you're ready, please tap your neighbor and say, "Dream big." Turn to your other neighbor and repeat, "All things are possible." And now we are ready. Once upon a time in a small town at Allen Hospital around 7:53 a.m., two lucky people received a beautiful blessing in form of a bouncing, behaving little girl. This little girl was so cute and focused at an early age. As the child grew older, the bond with her father was stronger than the one with her mom. She loved her daddy so much. You would say that she was attached at the hip. She was often called her dad's shadow. When the little girl was in elementary school one morning, her father was taken away from her. This event broke her little heart. She remembered getting up early on the weekend to make long drives just to go see him for about an hour or so. And growing up without her dad made her feel sad. But she learned how to channel the positive and remain focused on making decisions to make her father proud. Because of their bond, although her father was not there physically, she always felt his presence. One day, her mother relocated 1,000 miles away to secure better employment. This little girl was sad, but learned how to remain resilient and focus on taking care of her younger sisters. She wants to make sure they knew how to act and how to make her dad proud just like she was going to. The older sister in families, the older sister is the one responsible to take care of the kids if the mom had work, and her mom worked a lot, and so her older sister couldn't do it, so it basically placed the responsibility on her. For her, it was an excuse for her not to have friends. She didn't want to get too attached to anyone because she didn't deal with goodbyes very easily. This young lady had developed an invisible wall to keep people out. She entered high school. She became extremely serious about her academics. She knew she had to buckle down. She knew when she entered high school, she was going to had to take the opportunity seriously or would be taken away. At the age of 16, she took it seriously. She knew that every distraction could lead to a bad grade. And bad grades would limit her ability to get into the colleges she wanted to go to. So she excluded herself from everyone and stayed focused on her academics. During her junior year in high school, she finally opened up and began enjoying school and not stressing so much about grades. During this junior year, she met a boy named Horton. This young man had goals for himself, and he taught her that if you want something, you have to go do it yourself. And she started her senior year with a high GPA. Fast forward into the senior year, she had no doubt in her mind that she was going to get a full scholarship to her top school. She thought that they would be begging her to go to their schools because she had good grades and she worked hard. But it didn't happen, and it wasn't what she expected. So she had to go a different way. The year was flying by, and she was excited that her family would see her graduate. She was going to be the first one to graduate, and she was going to make everyone proud. Out of all her family, they was going to be there. Then, one afternoon, before a basketball game, she got disturbing news that her grandfather passed away. She felt guilty because she was supposed to call him. She kept putting it off. Out of all her siblings, she was the closest to him. She would call and check on him and tell her about what's going on in her life and then ask him about himself and make sure he's okay. She always saw how other people were with their grandparents and they were so close. It was impossible for her now. What hurt her the most was she didn't get to say goodbye. She had several shoulders to lean on, which made everything better. This collective group of classmates reminded her that the days were coming faster and her graduation was getting closer. One day after school, while she was walking home, she found herself thinking about her grandfather and her father. Although she missed her grandfather, she still felt his presence, encouragement, and protection. As she approached her house, she reached the mail like she always did. She paused when she came across a letter from her top college choice. As she tore the letter open with anticipation, she became excited. She got accepted into her top school choice. She rejoiced the words of her grandfather often uttered, "All things are possible." Although she was faced with a few obstacles during her senior year that made her feel like she wanted to give up because she wasn't good enough, she had the support that made it possible for her to be standing here today telling you the story. The message in the speech is to dream big. Classmates, follow your dreams. I want to see everyone in 10 years at our class reunion. You all have 10 years to make your dreams into reality. I believe in us. I want everyone to say you are successful, but not being the richest or the most famous, but you are successful because you pursued your dreams and you are enjoying life comfortably. Nothing will ever stop me from chasing my dreams. This upcoming fall, I will be attending my journey on becoming an entrepreneur and building my own franchise by attending the University of Northern Iowa with a major in business management. Some people might say we didn't attend the greatest high school, but when they see us in 10 years, not only will your community know, but the world will put on notice that the first graduating class of Helen Thackston 2015 turned their dreams into reality. I want to thank you all for making me face my fears of getting close to people. Because you all, I was able to develop some good friendships. In the beginning of the school year, I did not think I was going to be upset about saying goodbye. However, now I realize I'm going to miss my classmates. You made this year the best for me. There is an African proverb, because of you, I am because of you. To my classmates, you will always be one heartbeat. Salute.
Thank you, Demisha. Wow. Is Ms. Newsom here? Okay, you can come to the stage, please. At this time, we're going to award 4 of our students who are grateful enough to receive the Dollars for Scholars York City Award. York City Dollars for Scholars is an affiliate of Scholarship America. It serves students who reside in York City attending a public school. Since 1997, alumni of William Penn Senior High School have supported the Dollars for Scholars in a variety of ways. From individual donors who have established funds through the York County Community Foundation, from donors who make one-time or periodic contributions directly to our group, from contributions to York City Dollars for Scholars through United Way, and from students of the schools in the York City through the Penny Brigade program, and also from fundraising activities. Please welcome Mr. Lois Newsom to the stage as she awarded our students with the Dollars for Scholars.
Congratulations to the class, to the graduates of 2015. Okay, going back there. And just for a little plug, since you are the first class graduating from Helen Thackston, that in 10 years from now, as your valedictorian suggested, you all come back together for your reunion, that might be a great time to think of starting a scholarship for students that would be attending your school. And usually that's done through the Community Foundation, which is served by the York City Dollars for Scholars. So just to keep that in mind, that usually classes of students do pull together to do scholarships, as well as individuals as well. And as an example, Samantha Banks Jenneret has been selected to receive the Helen Appel Scholarship. The Appel Fund was created to honor Mrs. Appel was a 1918 honors graduate of York High. Congratulations. Zakia Hawkins has been selected to receive the Dominique Nicole Scott Scholarship. This scholarship is created to honor the memory of Dominique Nicole Scott, who was a kindergarten student at Good Elementary School at the time of her death. Herman McElvin. Now this is really a special award, considering the fact that this is the first year that York City Dollars for Scholars will be giving out this award. Not only will York City Dollars for Scholars be giving out this award, but also all the other high schools in York County due to Ms. Doris Swartz Scholarship. Ms. Swartz was interested in travel, but she also was able, at her death, to create a fund for all the schools in York County. And her fund, if you don't mind me saying, her fund is for $4,000. She has been the largest donor thus far with the Community Foundation, giving out awards in that amount. So we were very happy that Herman did such a great job with this application that he was able to garner enough points to receive this award. And last but not least is Demisha Spades. Demisha is receiving the Dorothy Moore Stauffer Scholarship. This fund was established by Mrs. Stauffer through her will and represents part of her legacy to the future generations of York County. Thank you.
Can we give everyone a round of applause? All right. I would like to, this is our first graduating class, and in most high schools, the principal gives an award. So it gives me honor this year to present our Principal's Award to a student who has exhibited extreme leadership. He has been the glue to the class of 2015. He has mediated circumstances on behalf of most of you. He has gone to bat for some of you. He has made sure that we all stay focused on our purpose and our goal. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Antoine Torres as he receives the $500. To the stage, Ms. Denise Butts, who will continue with the rest of our awards.
Good afternoon. At this time, it gives us great pleasure to present the Helen Thackston Award. The Helen Thackston Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated consistent academic achievement and exemplary community service. The award is presented to Herman McAlvin. Congratulations, Herman. Next, we would like to recognize 4 recipients of the Lincoln Charter Scholarship Award. These students are bestowed this honor for enrollment at our sister school, Lincoln Charter Elementary, and for completing their K-12 education at Helen Thackston Charter School. Those students are Samantha Banks Generette, Daniel Phillips, Zakia Hawkins, and Angelique Ramirez. At a later date, the students will be presented with their scholarship awards from the Board of Directors. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Butts. At this time, we'd like to present the medals for our valedictorian and salutatorian. Can you please rise? Again, presenting to the audience, our valedictorian, Ms. Denacious Bates. Our post-salutatorian, Mr. Daniel Felix. And our second post-salutatorian, Ms. Samantha Banks Generette. right, we are now at the place where everyone has been waiting for. Or would you like another speech first? Alrighty then. Alrighty. At this point, I'd like to ask Ms. Butts, President Newman, and Mr. Hart to please stand, and Ms. Jimenez, our high school counselor, can we give her a round of applause, please? Parents, we have a professional photographer who is taking your students' pictures as they get their diploma. He will give you the information where you can purchase them. And we are ready to begin. Mr. Justin Ortiz. Miss Aisha Banks. Ashay Banks. Mr. Shaheem Banks. Miss Samantha Banks Generette. Mr. Theodore Barton. Miss Ariana Brinkley Steven. Miss Ashadea Calhoun. Mr. Sean Chan. Mr. Carlos Felix. Mr. Daniel Felix. Miss Zakia Hawkins. Miss Biaja Henderson. Mr. Dominic Holmes. Mr. Kari Greer. Mr. Deshaun Horton.
Miss Patrice King. Miss Ajane Lair. Mr. Travis Lair. Miss Teresa Lopez. Miss Jamie Miss Nina Parker. Nina. Aliciana Perez. Mr. Jordan Rob. Miss Angelique Ramirez. Mr. Eugenio Reyes. Mr. Jacob Ross. Mr. Wilbert Samuel. Miss Tanisha Spates. Miss Phasia Smith. Mr. Dante Spells. Miss Marissa Survey. Last, but definitely not least, Mr. Antoine Torres. Everyone stand to your feet, give these graduates a round of applause, please. Let's celebrate these graduates, guys.
Graduates, I need you to remain standing and face me, please. One last formality. As principal of Helen Thackston Charter School, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Pennsylvania and by the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania's Department of Education. I hereby declare you graduates of the If everyone can be seated as we get ready to proceed out, and you can greet your graduates. I want to end with one last quote. Parents, community members, friends, and family, it has been a humbling honor to serve as the principal of this graduating class. They have taught me more about patience, fortitude, and resiliency than I've learned in school. Class, I want to leave you with a motto before we turn our tassels. So repeat after me. Liberation is education. Liberation is education. Do not stop getting your education, because when you get your degrees, your diplomas, your certificates, it gives you options, and your options give you opportunities to be successful. So dream big, pursue your dreams, and always remember, liberation is education. Please turn your tassels from the right to the left. Ms. Clark,
said you wouldn't make it so far. I never said